choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. You know, in life, all of us, you're gonna stumble upon people every day, right? When you go out, when you go to work, when you're just chilling, when you're doing whatever, and you gotta talk with people. You know, do the same old. You know, with people that you interact with, you have to be able to discern who's good and who's not so good for you in your life. Finding a real friend is very hard to come by. Very hard. A dime a dozen. So you have to discern what's good for you and what's not. You know, a lot of people, especially on this app, talk about being alone, not wanting to interact with nobody, and so forth, which I completely understand because I'm an introvert myself, so I completely get it. But what I've come to learn is that humans in nature are social creatures. We're meant to interact. We have to interact. It's in this society, it's unavoidable. Eventually, you would have to interact and go from there. And even people that don't even talk as much or even whatever interact like that need to still have at least one or two real friends. And quite frankly, even finding one real friend is hard enough. So, two, man, you got your work cut out for you. So, and you know what's so crazy is that, like, we tend to always want to enjoy with our friends, which makes perfect sense. All the good times, all the many times that we're triumphant, and when we're our happiest. But you know, no one ever fails to mention, you know, the situations when you're at your worst, when you're at your lowest, when you feel all hope is lost in your life, and when you need somebody to be there for you, to have your back, to come in the clutch and hold you down until you can get back up so you can pick yourself back up. That is one of the most important parts, in my opinion, about friendship. Because I remember when I was at my lowest, um, and I felt like there were times that I didn't want to even be here anymore due to situations that happened and things that I lost in my life. And, you know, being older now from before, there's at least, in my opinion, one or two people that I told about my personal situations. And they encouraged me and they were there for me. And, you know, they checked up on me and stuff like that. And to those people, I thank you for that. And I appreciate you guys so much. And the rest of the people that knew about my stuff, you know, they'll say some nice stuff one here and there, and then you'll never hear from them again. And, you know, most situations like that, you would be upset. But I thank, I thank them. I thank them for that because you showed me your true intentions of what you thought about me, and you showed me at my lowest what you're capable of doing to me, and you left. So in a way, that's a beautiful thing, and I thank you guys for that. Right? So I don't have to deal with y'all bullshit anymore, and y'all know who you are. But for those two people at my lowest, you know, that never really judged me like that understood me, that just sat down and just listened to me, right? When I'm at my lowest. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And like I said, man, finding a friend, a real friend, is probably one of the most difficult things you can do. Next to finding like a good partner, you know, girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband. I feel it's like very interactive, like in terms of difficulty. They're even, because we're dealing with people. We're dealing with social, and everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities. Everybody has different ways and views of looking at life. And hey, man, you can say the wrong thing one day to somebody, and they show you the true colors, and that's it. So, if you find, or if you have a good friend, hold them close. Show them how much you appreciate them, and don't let go, because this world cold, man. It's only gonna get worse if you think you could just, like, kick people out of your life, and you think you're just gonna find more new friends and stuff like that, and that person was actually a generally good friend. You're gonna have another thing coming. So that's all I gotta say.